This is a Weymouth long shank, and it's a Segunda port. Ooh, one of my favorites to show the devil exists. This is actually a fairly wide Segunda. It's a little wider than most Western ones, and either it was made to be a little bit nicer or somebody ground that down. It's hard to tell at this point because it's an older bit. As you can see, the Segunda port fits right over the bars. Anytime this bit rotates, those points suck the tongue up in there, come right down on these bars right at the formoso. So we're going to attach our lip. It's not going to get a whole lot of upper stretch. Now, if you've seen the videos of the lifter bits, this shows you the difference in a shank that comes directly below the cannons. You can see that the mouthpiece is not picking up as much in the mouth as it does with the lifter bit. There is pull pressure, it's moving forward. We've got our 2-finger curb here. This bit's going along, and these bits are ridden two-handed for our saddle seat. Well, the shank's too long, I actually can't move it on the tongue. But if I pull it, it's going to move both sides of the bit, and you can see that that point's going right into the tongue there. It's also hitting these upper bars. If I take his upper palate out, ugh, that sounded gross. As this rotates, you can see that this thing goes right up into the upper part of the mouth. It's just going to be so painful. It's wide enough that with his mouth closed, as it would be if he was just relaxing, the Segunda points are down on the lower bars and it's hitting the upper bars. If you look through here, this is a very, very thin membrane. This is the actual bone. It's just like paper, and that's covered by the palate. And so any port hitting into that could do severe damage, and then of course up into the sinus cavity. If we look at it from above, I'm going to stretch his mouth out just a little bit. You can just see how much action that port has and how much of the tongue could be sucked up into there. So these things are really severe. They're terrible as direct rain bits, but I can't imagine how it would feel with this. This is about a 7.5, 8-inch shank, putting pressure on those points right onto those razor sharp bars. It would just be excruciating. So please don't use one of these.